Have you ever wondered who you are and your purpose in this world? In Human Design, discover the person you were born to be. Chetan Parkin reveals a remarkable system that combines astrology, the I Ching, Kabbalah, and modern science to map out each individual's unique blueprint. This book helps you understand your strengths, weaknesses, and true potential. In this video, we discuss how human design can help you live more authentically, understand yourself more deeply, and make decisions that align with who you are. Hello everyone, my name is August, and welcome to the Shift Perspective podcast. This time, we will discuss an interesting object, who we really are and what our purpose is in this world. Don't miss the opportunity to understand yourself better and find a life path that suits who you are. Enjoy the podcast. I hope you find it useful. Thank you.
Ever feel like you've got this hidden potential just waiting to be unlocked?
Like you're meant for something more, but you're not quite sure what that is.
Yeah, exactly. Like a whole blueprint for your best life, but you lost the instruction manual.
Well, get this. Today, we're diving into a system that claims to decode you.
Buckle up, everyone, because we're talking human design.
And before you hit that woo-woo alarm clock.
No, I know it sounds a little out there, right?
But trust us, this is about to get really interesting.
We're taking a deep dive into human design. Discover the person you were born to be by Chetan Parkin.
Exactly. This book promises to help you understand your unique energy, your strengths, even your challenges.
All based on this cosmic blueprint you're born with.
Exactly, at the moment of your birth.
Okay, hold on. So is this like astrology, but more in depth?
It does use astrological calculations, but it also draws on ancient systems like the I Ching.
Oh, okay, the I Ching. Now, that's all about change and the flow of energy, right?
Exactly. And even the chakra system, which maps out energy centers in the body.
Okay, right, I'm intrigued, but how does this all actually work?
Well, the basic idea is that at the moment of your birth,
Dramatic, right?
right at that moment, tiny particles from the cosmos called neutrinos.
Neutrinos, like those subatomic particles that are like smaller than atoms?
Exactly. They're constantly passing through us from the sun and stars.
So it's like taking a snapshot of the universe at the exact moment you were born.
You got it. And that snapshot forms the basis of your unique human design chart.
A chart, like a map of your energy. Okay, this is starting to sound kind of cool.
It is, and this chart can reveal some fascinating insights into who you are and how you're designed to interact with the world.
Okay, sign me up. So where do we even begin to unpack all of this?
Well, a good starting point is understanding the 9 energy centers.
9. Okay, so it's like having 9 different engines all humming away inside of us.
That's a great way to think about it. And each center governs a specific aspect of your being.
So tell me more about these centers. What are we working with here?
Okay, so we have the crown, which is all about inspiration and connecting to something bigger than ourselves.
So like those aha moments when you suddenly see the big picture.
Exactly. Then there's the mind center. This is your thinking cap, the center of analyzing, processing information.
Okay, so if someone's always got a million tabs open in their brain, that's their mind center in overdrive.
You got it. Now let's move on to the throat center.
Okay, the throat center, so this is all about communication.
Exactly. Self-expression, manifesting your thoughts and ideas into reality.
Oh, so is that why some people are naturally gifted speakers, while others are more comfortable expressing themselves through writing or music?
Exactly. Each center has its own unique way of expressing energy. Now, moving down, we have the self or identity center.
Identity. Okay, that sounds pretty essential.
It is. This center is all about your sense of self, your purpose, how you define yourself in the world.
So like who you are at your core, stripped of all the external influences and expectations.
Exactly. Now, next to the self center, we have the heart center.
The heart center. Well, that one sounds pretty important.
It is. The heart represents your willpower, your values, your ability to commit to things you believe in.
So someone with a strong heart center might be super driven, determined to achieve their goals.
Absolutely. Now, moving down the body, we have the sacral center.
The sacral center. Okay. Tell me more about this one.
This is your life force energy, your stamina, your capacity for work and activity.
Oh, okay. So this is where we figure out who the Energizer bunnies are versus those who need a little more downtime.
Exactly. And then we have the emotional center, which is pretty self-explanatory.
It feels, right? Joy, sadness, anger, the whole roller coaster.
Exactly. It's the realm of feelings, sensitivities, and emotional depth.
I bet that one could be a wild ride. Okay, what's next?
Next up is the spleen center, which governs your intuition, your instincts, your sense of well-being.
Okay, so that gut feeling that tells you when something's right or wrong, that's the spleen talk.
You got it. And finally, we have the root center.
The root center, grounding, stability, all that jazz.
Exactly. It's all about your connection to the physical world, your drive to survive and thrive.
Wow, I'm starting to see how all of these centers work together to create this complex, like tapestry of who we are.
That's the beauty of human design. It
Yeah.
helps us understand the nuances of our energy and how it shapes our experiences in the world.
This is already making so much sense. Okay, but how do these centers actually show up in our lives? I mean, is everyone's crown center working the same way?
That's a great question, and that leads us to one of the key concepts in human design, defined and undefined centers.
Defined and undefined. Okay, break that down for me. What does that even mean?
So each center can be defined, meaning it operates consistently in your design, or undefined, meaning it's open to the influence of others.
Okay, so if I have a defined sacral center, I'm probably that person who's always on the go, always up for adventure. And if it's undefined,
You might find yourself easily drained by intense activity and need more time to recharge.
So it's not just about which centers we have, but how they're operating in our individual charts, right?
You got it. And this is where things start to get really interesting because the way these 9 centers are configured and interconnected in your chart determines your unique human design type.
Human design type, now we're talking. Okay, so tell me, what are these types and what do they say about us?
All right, well, let's dive right in. All right, well, in human design, there are 5 main types: manifestors, generators, manifesting generators, projectors, and reflectors.
5 types. Okay, so each of these types has a different way of moving through the world and using their energy.
Exactly. It's like each type has a specific energetic blueprint for how they're designed to operate.
Okay, I'm hooked. Tell me about these types. Let's start with manifestors. What makes them so special?
Manifestors, they're here to initiate, to make things happen. They've got this powerful energy that's meant to get things moving. Imagine a spark that ignites a fire.
Oh, I like that. That's a good visual. So they're like the ones who are always starting new projects, launching new ventures.
Exactly. And they have this incredible drive to make their mark on the world. Now, generators, on the other hand.
Okay, generators. What's their deal? Are they generating all the good vibes?
Well, you could say that. They're all about responding to life's cues, waiting for something to spark their energy. Think of them like powerful engines, but they need that ignition to turn over before they roar to life.
So instead of forcing things to happen, they're more go with the flow.
More like wait for the right moment to flow.
Okay, so they're all about waiting for that gut feeling that, yes, this is it moment.
You got it. And once they get that spark, they can pour their energy into it and create incredible results. Now, manifesting generator.
Wait, before we move on to them.
Yeah.
We have to talk about these manifesting generators, right?
Of course. We can't forget about them.
They sound like a super powered blend of the manifestor's drive and the generator's ability to, tap into that flow state.
That's a great way to put it. They're a hybrid type, combining the best of both worlds. They have that manifestor drive to initiate, but they also need to wait for that spark, that sacral response, like the generators.
Like they've got one foot on the gas pedal and one foot on the brake at the same time, but then zoom.
Exactly. They can go from 0 to 60 in a flash, but only when the timing is right.
I like it. Okay, so we've covered the energy powerhouses. Now, tell me about projectors. What makes them so unique?
Projectors are here to guide, to direct, to offer their wisdom and insight to the world.
Okay, I can see that. I know a few projectors, and they always have the best advice.
But unlike manifestors, they're not here to initiate. They're designed to wait for an invitation before stepping into those leadership roles.
Oh, that's so interesting. So it's not that they're not capable. It's just that they need to be recognized and called upon for their gifts to truly shine.
Exactly. It's all about finding the right people and the right opportunities that will allow them to share their gifts with the world.
And last but not least, tell me about reflectors. They sound kind of mysterious.
They are. Reflectors are the rarest type of all.
Ooh, the rarest. All right, lay it on me. What makes them so special?
Think of reflectors like mirrors. They have this amazing ability to reflect back the energy of the people and environments around them.
So they pick up on everyone else's energy.
In a way, yes. But they also offer this incredible sense of objectivity and perspective because they're able to see things from multiple angles.
That's so cool. Okay, so we have all these types, these energetic blueprints, but how do we actually use this information in our lives? What's the practical application here?
That's a great question, and it leads us to another key concept in human design, which is strategy. Each type has a specific strategy for navigating life in a way that aligns with their energy.
Strategy. Okay, I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
It's like having a personalized game plan for success, right? Tell me more. Strategy. It's like having a personalized instruction manual for making those big life choices. Sign me up.
It really is a game changer. Human design teaches that we don't all make decisions in the same way.
Really? So there's not just one right way to make a decision?
Nope, not at all. Some of us are designed to make decisions from our gut, others from our heart, and still others need to take a more mental approach.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense when you think about it. Like, I know some people who are all about following their intuition and others who need to analyze every single detail before making a move.
Exactly. And human design helps us understand which approach is going to work best for us based on our individual design.
So it's not about forcing ourselves to fit into some kind of mold. It's about honoring our own natural way of making decisions.
Exactly. For example, someone with emotional authority, they need to feel their way through a decision. They can't rush it.
So they might need to, like, sleep on it, journal about it, talk it out with a trusted friend before they get that clear yes or no feeling.
Exactly. They need to allow themselves to fully process their emotions before they can trust their gut.
Okay, that makes so much sense. I have a friend who's like that. She's always telling me she needs to marinate on big decisions for a while.
And that's perfectly okay. That's just how she's designed to operate. Now, someone with sacral authority, on the other hand, they get those clear uh-huh or uh-uh responses from their gut, that instant knowing.
It's like when you meet someone and you just know instantly whether you're going to vibe with them or not.
Exactly. Or when you're trying to decide between two apartments and one of them just feels right.
Yes. It's not always logical, but it's powerful.
It is. And then there's splenic authority, which is all about trusting those flashes of insight, those intuitive hits that come in the moment.
It's like when you're about to cross the street and somebody tells you to stop and then a car speeds by.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's that immediate visceral knowing that's often hard to explain but always worth listening to.
Wow. Okay, so we've got gut feelings, emotional processing, intuitive hits. What about the thinkers?
Ah, yes. Mental authority. These individuals, they need time to process information, weigh their options, and reflect before coming to a decision.
So for them, it's all about really thinking things through carefully and not rushing the process.
Exactly. They thrive when they can take their time and make decisions from a place of clarity and understanding.
It's like everyone has their own unique internal compass that's always pointing them in the right direction. They just need to learn how to read it.
Exactly. And the more you experiment with your own decision-making authority, the more you'll start to trust it, and the more aligned and fulfilling your life will become.
This is amazing. I'm already feeling like I have so much more clarity about myself and the people in my life. But I have a feeling we've only just scratched the surface of human design, haven't we?
We have. There's so much more to explore, like those 36 channels and 64 gates you mentioned earlier. They add even more depth and nuance to your unique design.
It's like this whole cosmic puzzle just waiting to be pieced together.
It is. But even understanding the basics, like your type and your strategy, can be incredibly empowering.
Absolutely. It's about understanding your energy, your strengths, your challenges, and how to navigate life in a way that feels authentic and fulfilling.
And remember, human design isn't about putting yourself in a box. It's about giving yourself permission to be exactly who you are.
To embrace your authentic self and live a life that feels aligned with your true nature. This has been incredible.
It really has.
For those listening who are ready to take the plunge and discover the incredible insights human design has to offer, where should they start?
Well, the first step is to get your own human design chart. You can find free chart calculators online. All you need is your birth date, time, and location.
It's like your cosmic birth certificate.
Yeah.
Once you have your chart,
The real fun begins. Start exploring. Read books, check out websites, maybe even take a course.
but most importantly, pay attention to how all of this information resonates with your own personal experience, right?
Yes. Human design is a journey of self-discovery. It's not about blindly following a system. It's about using it as a tool to understand yourself better and create a life that feels aligned with who you truly are.
It's like unlocking your full potential. So to everyone listening, if you're curious about human design, I encourage you to take the plunge. You might just be surprised by what you discover.
Being comfortable with yourself is a simple way to be happy. Please comment in the comment section on what lessons you learned from reading this book. If you would like to have the book, please order it from the link in the description section of this video. I take my leave. Don't forget to subscribe to the Shift Perspective YouTube channel. Bye-bye.